Hello, my name is Chris, and this is a review of the 2016 Honda CRZ. This car was provided to me by Ross, and I hope you'll find this review useful and interesting. This car in Canada does come standard with 17-inch aluminum wheels to save weight. Looking at it from the rear 3/4 or just simply the rear, I find it's this car's best angle. In fact, the car is a looker. It really does look sporty. This car is a 2-seater and it does weigh in at 1,232 kilograms, which is very respectable for a hybrid car. An overhead tarp hides things in your trunk, and there is enough room when you lower the rear storage compartments. Those two rear windows are for the awkward rear hatch. There's the storage space behind you. It's quite a bit. Looks like there could have been two little FRS seats there. Looking at the inside door, this car reminded me of the Acura RSX of 10 years ago. The door quality and the interior quality is in general so-so, with the exception of a brilliant steering wheel, shifter, and wonderful seats. This car does come with standard leather. The leather is of very good quality and they are perforated, very comfortable, perfectly bolstered without getting on your nerves or creating pressure points. The electronic gauges give you a competent readout of what the powertrain is doing. The manual does 130 horsepower and 140 pounds of torque, 127 for the CVT. The manual transmission is, as always, Honda awesome. The steering wheel does a short 2.5 turns lock to lock, makes it feel even more sporty. Plenty of room for my knees, that was awesome. The knobless sound system is complicated to use and there is right lane blind spot monitoring. Let's see on the road. Hello car lovers, on the move. This car feels like every other Honda product I've ever driven. The integrated motor assist hybrid drive works seamlessly. It just doesn't have any power. And I think young people who want to buy cars like this, car's got to look good, it's got to have good power, it's got to have a pretty good sound system too in it. Well, this car does 1 out of 3. So the engine is lackluster, has a great sound though, and let me just wind it out here for you. I mean, drives like a Honda Civic from acceleration point of view. This manual transmission is a class leader. There's even a start-stop here, very cute. What about the exterior? The exterior is awesome. I think this car really looks good, and in person it looks even better. The sound system though really sucks. What about the rest of this interior? Well, the materials come from 10 years ago. The design comes from recent enough. I'd say it looks recent enough. I like these wings here of controls for the temperature and the drive modes and all the different things. They're very handy. They're well placed. It contributes to the cockpit feel. This infotainment system is a pure hell to use. I hate it. I never liked Honda entertainment systems. They're never good. The driving position is really nice. The seats are very good. Wonderful even. It reminds me, I feel like I'm in an Acura RSX in this car, just in terms of the height, the seating position, just everything. A relative of mine had, or still has rather, an RSX and feels exactly the same as that car. What about the driving dynamics? Well, it's sporty enough without banging your head on the wall. Like I said, the handling is pretty good. It feels darty. When you get on the highway, it is a bit noisy. There's not enough power for spirited highway driving. This is more an urban car. The fuel economy is disappointing, and the price is extremely high for what they're giving you. When you're dealing with, I know with hybrids, your people pay a premium for that, and that's fine. It's just that in a sporty context, if the driving experience isn't there, already you're paying a premium because it's a coupe, because it's a sports car. On top of that, you have to do the maintenance on not one but two propulsion systems, right? Now, they're like don't get me wrong, these things are pretty reliable. It's just that, well, you're gonna have a battery to change eventually, plus the engine might break. We're used to, with hybrids, getting a 3-liter benefit, a 3 liter per 100 kilometers benefit. So for example, if you get a Camry in the city, you'll be doing 9 liters per 100 kilometers. But with the hybrid, you'll be doing 6 liters per 100 kilometers. But we're used to getting that 3-liter benefit. With this car, you're not getting that benefit. The new Honda Civics that came out, essentially in the manual mode, do the same fuel economy as this car in the manual mode. Plus you pay the big price for this car, plus you pay, and this is underreported by car reviewers, you pay the heavy financing. Often when you have the price, car reviewers say you can make up the costs of the extra that you're paying in the car in the next 4 to 5 years. That's not true, because the financing, nobody ever pays their car cash. And when there's financing involved, usually it's going to be like, for example, if the regular model is like at 1.9%, the hybrid will be like at 4.9% or 4.49%. You pay for that over the 5-year purchase or the lease. So economically, this car makes no sense. And that's probably why there won't be any 2017s. And that is the review.